Turn nothing out of something, man, that's really something. Made a couple hundred bands, man, I'm really thumbing. On the gram, talking like he's something. We gon' catch him live in person, and we really dumping. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. This is your boy. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. And if you've been here, welcome back. We're gonna be talking about today's episode. We're gonna be talking about age and how when people hit a certain age, they get defeated by their age. And for example, most of the time, we all would like to pursue things young, but there's gonna be times where, as you get older, you start creating a family or whatever the reason is. People get to a certain age and they get defeated by it. By that I mean whether they're pursuing a dream and they hit a certain age and they don't, they stop it for some odd reason that, oh, this is not gonna work, or they go get married, or they have a random kid at a certain age, and then they say, I have a kid now, and then they give you this defeated mentality as to why they're not gonna pursue what they're supposed to pursue, whether it be like finishing school, whether it be if they're trying to be an entrepreneur, or whether they're trying to be like an artist, or whether they're trying to be like an actor, whatever the case may be, and they get defeated by some life obstacles. You get older, it's not even an obstacle, like you just get to a point where you end up having a kid, or something happens and then you get to a certain age and people just give up. And I see that mostly a lot nowadays, where people say they just blame it on I'm a little older now. And even age just makes them now want to pursue certain thing. To me, that's just so fucking ridiculous. I mean, think about, unless you're pursuing sports, right? Unless you're pursuing sports, and age is age in sports has to, it's physicality matters and stuff like that, and you try to make the league and then you hit a certain age, I understand, but if you're trying to pursue anything else, I feel like there's no age limit. People put age limit into dreams, which I don't understand, unless sports. And there's probably a few other things I probably forgot to mention, can't think of right now on the top of my head, but for the most part, unless it's sports, you really have time. You know what I'm saying? People get married and just get carried away by just marriage, and they're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I'm married, I have kids now, I can't do this, blah blah blah. But if you want to better your life, you still gotta pursue what you gotta pursue, no matter what. You got married, you got kids, it doesn't matter. There's people that break out of, there's people with 10 kids, 4 or 5 kids that turn out being successful. That didn't stop them. Neither should you. And to me, that's kind of what I notice nowadays, just people being stopped by their own age. When they hit a certain age, they're like, I can't do that anymore. I'm 30 now, or I can't be doing this anymore. I have a kid now, and this, for the most part, prime example, school, people can be a certain age, and once they hit 30, they don't see themselves going back to school to finish school because of other people's perception of people looking at them like, oh, he's still in school type of vibe. But the amount of time you put in school is probably no less than 2-3 years at most, and that could be life-changing for you if you're just doing a minimum wage job. People settle with job as well, if they get they're pursuing something and they work this low-end job, and then by the time they hit a certain age, they just get stuck in that job and say oh man, I'm too old now to be looking for this and that. It's just so funny to me. I can never understand how someone can just limit themselves as age, especially when people get to late 20s like right when they hit like 30, it's like a shame into like being 30 into doing what you're supposed to do. You're not. We're living the longest, and our society's like, this world is living. This is the longest we've lived. You know what I mean? Ever in history. So you should be. In fact, you should know that when you're 30, you have another. Realistically, you have another about 40 years. That's how you got to think of life. So what are you gonna do for 40 years? You're gonna sit there and just do a low-end job and be defeated by life and just walk around with your head down on some like, yeah, I used to do that. I used to play basketball. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, you have to realize you have to keep pushing. Unless it's like a physicality thing. Sports, it's a young man's game. I understand. But unless, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to finish school, you want to be a musician, you want to be an actor, you want to, start a podcast. It doesn't matter, bro. There's no age limit as to why, like, some people feel like, oh, you have to be young to be doing things, But, life gets in the way. You might have a kid and stuff like that. But, that's your responsibility. But be responsible to do these things as well. Chase your dreams as well. Don't be defeated by age and life obstacles. Don't let it hold you back to where you go back to just be doing just the average, minimal, low end, low life type of person. Just raise up. It's just age is just a number. Just get up and do what you're supposed to do. Prioritize your dreams and aspirations. Even if you prioritize, family, kids, if you have kids. If you don't, or if you reach a certain age and you little panicking and stuff like that, doesn't matter. Keep working. You're gonna get to where you want to get to. That's the talk for today. Don't let age limit you. Don't let age defeat you into being a normal loser. You know what I'm saying? That's how most people, if they just do low-end jobs at a certain age, they just got sidetracked by like life obstacles, or when they hit a certain age, they're the type of people that say, oh man, can't do that anymore, I'm 30 now, or they will just come up with like some sort of excuse to why their dreams don't work. You know what I mean? Don't be that person. Keep working, and keep grinding, man. Like, there's no excuses in life, bro. Just do you. Do you. If it doesn't work out, find another way as to why that didn't work out, and try another approach. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say today. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.